Good people, thank you for joining me today for this Motivation Monday installment. It is Monday, December the 9th. Again, a reminder for those of you who are new to the channel, we do Motivation Mondays every week. I encourage you to check out last week's Motivation Monday. I thought it was really great. I encourage you to check back any of our older ones on demand at your leisure. But thank you for joining me tonight. It is a gloomy night here in the suburbs of Philadelphia. Hopefully it's better wherever and whenever you're watching this. But tonight's topic I wanted to touch on was intrinsic motivation. And over the next 2 weeks we'll talk about motivation because these are surprise motivation videos. So I wanted to touch on that. But this week's first part we're going to talk about intrinsic motivation and what that is and how you can kind of improve upon that for yourself and what that looks like. So for me, what I wanted to talk about for intrinsic motivation for myself, because everyone has different sources of what that is. For those of you who aren't aware, that's what the internal force that you have that drives you to be successful in any aspect of your life. At least that's how I interpret intrinsic motivation. Like the internal forces, what is the key factors in your world that drive you, that aren't other people's, things that are only in your control. So for me personally, some of the biggest things that motivate me, whether it be in running, what motivates me is beating myself from one time to another. So from one race to the next, I always like to do better from the past. And same with my dad as well. We like to do better from race to race. That's something we have control over. Like I mentioned last week, we have complete control over it. So we like to improve upon that. In terms of finding a career that fits for myself, and I'm sure other people feel the same way. We all have this. You want to do well for your own independence, for your own peace of mind, to know that you can be successful on your own. So that's kind of what my why is, if you want to call it that, and what drives me to be successful from that standpoint. But everyone is different. So we all have our own ambitions, our own passions, our own things that make us happy. What I would encourage you guys to do this week, and I always like to do this, is to find something that makes you happy on a regular basis, whether it's big or small. Determine what your why is, what your motivating factor is, what makes you tick. So you can be able to figure out how to better key into that, whether it's searching for the career that's best for you, maybe attaining a new goal that's best for you, it could be anything, Christmas shopping, maybe you're trying to find the gifts you want for something special to you. So I would encourage you to do that. Find your purpose, find your why this week. I always invite you guys to share your comments with me, your feedback. I always love to hear how you guys are making out with these, and encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next week, I'll see you guys down the road.